wish I was a Nepo baby? Yeah, but that's not what this video is about. My name is Dakota Sage, welcome to my channel. Nepotism is a hot topic right now, especially in Hollywood, and I have decided to weigh in because I'm pretty sure that I'm right about everything all the time. We hear the term Nepo baby thrown around a lot, but what actually is a Nepo baby? Nepotism refers to favoritism given to families or close friends. It's been around for pretty much all of human history, having been criticized by people like Aristotle and Confucius. And it comes up in Hollywood a lot because relatives of famous people oftentimes get famous themselves. So how does this happen? First, there's connections privilege. When I say connections privilege, I mean pretty much exactly what it sounds like. Nepotism kids already have connections to the Hollywood industry. The most difficult thing about working in Hollywood is actually breaking into the industry. Take Samuel L. Jackson, for example. Considered one of the greatest actors in Hollywood today, Jackson wasn't cast in a leading role until he was 40 years old. Compare that to people like Maya Hawke and Lily Rose Depp that landed starring roles very early on in their careers. These Nepo babies are not more talented than Samuel L. Jackson, but they did have the privilege of just walking into their parents' office one day and saying, "Daddy, I want to be in a movie." Their already famous and well-connected parents got them in touch with some of the best talent agencies in the industry, so their careers were already underway. Oftentimes, Nepo babies have top-of-the-line agents, publicists, lawyers, and entire teams before they even release a song or star in a movie. Even Nepo babies that have famous siblings or cousins or other family members still benefit from knowing someone successful in the industry. The second main privilege that Nepo babies have is wealth privilege. When you have a lot of money, there's just certain things that you don't have to worry about. So many people give up everything to chase their dreams in Hollywood. They leave their whole lives behind, work dead-end jobs, and live in shitty apartments just trying to break into this industry. And that's something that Nepo babies will never have to do. Even if they tank an audition, they get to ride back to their parents' Beverly Hills mansion in a Rolls Royce. Other actors, if they bomb an audition, they now have to worry about if they can afford dinner because they're not going to get the job and they also missed a few hours of their day job. They just don't have the luxury of failure. Contrary to popular belief, the problem with nepotism in Hollywood is not that it exists. I mean, any good parent wants their child to succeed, and if they have tools to help them do that, they're gonna use them. The real problem with Nepo babies is that a lot of them refuse to acknowledge that nepotism helped them gain success, which is just ridiculous. Some of them have even gone to say that it's more difficult for them to work in Hollywood. Yeah, Lily Rose Depp said that nepotism got her foot in the door, but it's actually more difficult for her to land roles because her family already has a reputation. It's a reputation of being talented, so I really don't understand how it could possibly hurt her. Emma Roberts said basically the same thing and then added, "I've been to auditions where I didn't get the part." Oh, like every other actor ever? I think the main reason why a lot of these stars refuse to acknowledge their nepotism is because they're actually offended by it. They think that people are saying that the only reason that they get jobs in Hollywood is because of who they're related to. Nepo babies feel that they're being accused of never working hard and having no talent, which just isn't true. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter who someone's related to. If they don't have talent, they don't have a career, for the most part at least. The ones that understand that people are not calling them untalented typically receive the Nepo baby label better. Actors like Jack Quaid and Maya Hawke talked about benefiting from nepotism, and people universally kind of agreed that both these people are talented and deserve their success. Whereas Kendall Jenner claimed that she left her last name off of modeling casting calls because she didn't want to be connected to her family, even though her mother, Kris Jenner, was the one that got her in touch with all these modeling casting agents. and it was all caught in 4K on the TV show.
I spent the last 2 days calling everybody I know so I can make sure that I set Kendall up with the best modeling agency possible. This is actually a really big deal. I'm so surprised this is happening so fast for her.
Obviously, regardless of her name, Kendall is still 5'11" and built like the ideal supermodel, but it's ridiculous to think that she didn't have help entering the industry. Especially because Kendall Jenner is one of the highest paid models in the entire world and only walks about 40 shows a season, where some people are struggling to no ends and they walk over 200 shows a season. A lot of these Nepo babies that reject the label of being a Nepo baby are just super out of touch with what other people go through to become successful. They pretty much think that everybody just rolls up to auditions, and if they don't get the part, they shrug their shoulders and go home. Like I said, nepotism itself isn't a bad thing, and it doesn't mean that somebody is undeserving of their fame. It's just very frustrating when these extremely privileged individuals refuse to acknowledge that they have a leg up in the industry. Or a lot of legs up, actually. And I can't imagine how difficult it is to be an actor living in a shoebox apartment, hearing Emma Roberts talk about how it's actually more difficult for her to land roles than it is for you. Nepo babies need to get out of Beverly Hills, they need to get out of the Upper East Side, and they have to go talk to people that actually struggled to build their careers. Otherwise, they will forever be out of touch and criticized. But that's it for today, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and as always, have a great rest of your day.